welcome to another Fools Media Group production of the Networking Fools.
This is J.W. Najarian along with my co-host Bob Schechter, and we are the Networking Fools. Today, as we enter into the holidays, we are extremely pleased and honored to have as our very special guest, your Christmas man, the holiday ho-ho-ho man himself, jolly old St. Nick. Please help us welcome him to the Fools Lounge. It's Santa Claus, everyone. Santa Claus, Merry Christmas, and thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to sit down and chat with us today.
Yeah, no problem at all. Merry Christmas, fellas. Merry Christmas.
Santa, I imagine it's pretty hectic up there at the North Pole with Christmas right around the corner.
Well, I wouldn't know. I haven't been there for years. You have any idea how cold it is at the North Pole? Plus, there's nothing to do on the weekends. You can't get a decent pizza. Always comes frozen. It's just not a good place to live. Sure, you don't have to worry about the neighbors causing a ruckus late at night. If you can figure out when that is, it's dark for 6 months straight. It's depressing. Old Santa was munching on his old lot like they were M&Ms just to keep from going off like Mel Gibson at the missus.
Wait. So if you're not at the North Pole, where do you live? I mean, where is Santa's workshop?
I have a condo in Seattle. Compared to the pole, Seattle's like Key Biscayne. But the workshop thing, well, let me tell you, it's a little deceiving to still call it a workshop. Ever since Ransom Olds invented the assembly line in 1901, we've been on the mass production bandwagon. We're fully automated, running 364 days a year.
So, Santa, you're saying the elves no longer make the toys?
You know, it really is a sad story. Nearly closed down the whole operation in the early 70s. They got a bug in their britch after watching Norma Ray on movie night. The next thing you know, I got an elf standing on my desk and telling me that they formed a union. I built this thing from the ground up, and these little sons of...
Wait. Easy there, big boy. Calm down, Santa. This is a family-friendly environment.
Oh, all right. You're right. My bad. So I get worked up. I'm sorry. It's a bad memory. Oh, yeah. So the elves unionize, and the margins are getting thinner by the day. So I says, forget this. And I closed down the operation for a month, and I fired them all.
So you're saying we no longer have elves working for Santa?
Oh, I've got a few loyal elves that remember what Christmas is all about, and they've stayed on with me. And, truth be told, I don't think we would have been able to fight off all the lawsuits without them.
They took you to court?
They sued the twinkle right out of my eye, those little buggers. From the discrimination lawsuits to the sexual harassment claims, they made me change my laugh. Said it was offensive to the female elves and the staff and created a hostile work environment. Made me take down the picture of the missus in a bathing suit from our trip to Maui that was hung over the chimney with care. Truth be told, that was the only positive aspect of the whole mess. Boy, it was quite a picture.
Did you really move the whole operation to Seattle?
No. See what I did there? No, me and the missus moved to Seattle because we blend in with the homeless in Pioneer Square. See, nobody ever recognizes us. We just walk around carrying a yoo-hoo in a brown paper sack, and they're none the wiser. The operation I outsourced to China and India because of the cost of doing business here made it impossible to get things done. Too many regulations. You know, the EPA made me stop putting coal in the naughty children's stockings. Said I was contributing to greenhouse gases and would have to offset my coal handouts by buying carbon credits.
But how did you get the toys from the outsourced locations to you and then deliver them on Christmas Eve?
Well, FedEx, UPS, I use all the major carriers. Back in 1967, I used the United States Postal Service, and the toys didn't show up in Newark, New Jersey till mid-July. You should have seen all the trouble that ended up starting. I still handle about 30% of the actual deliveries myself.
Okay, so what is Santa's actual route on Christmas Eve?
Well, first off, I stay out of Alaska.
To avoid the cold weather?
No, to avoid Sarah Palin's house. That woman's a deadeye with a 30-06. She can shoot the nose off a reindeer at 500 yards. I'm not taking any chances with my boys. They're family, you know.
Good point.
I handle about half the northern hemisphere, Canada, the UK, the US, and parts of China, just to check on my manufacturing. Sweden, Denmark is just beautiful. They leave you chocolate instead of milk and cookies, and that's always nice. France, Belgium, Germany for a beer around 3 a.m. It's not like I'm driving. After I set the GPS, I'm just along for the ride.
So the reindeer really do know how to fly?
No, the reindeer can't fly. They just stand on the plexiglass while the sleigh does all the work.
Oh, so it's the sleigh that flies and not the reindeer. So how does that work?
I don't know. Well, the boys over at NASA take it for a few months every year, and by the time I get it back, she's ready to go. I just push the start button and enjoy the view.
Okay, Santa. Well, how about you take us through the process? You get to the house, you land on the roof, then you make yourself smaller and you slide down the chimney with
Let me stop you right there, son. You know, that makes for a nice story, but it just isn't practical. First off, have you ever tried to land on a Tudor-style roof? It's too steep. Slide right off. Santa can't crash, especially in the bad neighborhood.
So then how do you get into the house? How do you do this each year and remain undetected?
Now, does a good magician reveal how he does the card trick? Does David Blaine... Oh, that's a bad example. Hey, does Chris Angel... Oh, okay, another bad example there. Okay, does Penn and Teller explain how they do their magic? You gotta leave some things to the professionals, son. You don't want to spoil the magic. But if I tell you, then I'm out of a gig, if you know what I mean.
Fair enough, Santa. Here at Networking Fools, we sent out a form to our employees asking for the most popular questions to ask you today, and we'd like to go through the list if that's okay with you, Sam.
Did you check it twice? I'm just kidding. That's an oldie but a goodie, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Okay, Bob, what's the first question?
Here it is. Santa, what is your favorite carol?
Naturally, it's Santa Claus is Coming to Town. The Springsteen version. It's the first song on my iPod.
Okay, how about this one, Santa? How long have you and Mrs. Claus been married?
How long have we been married? Seems like an eternity. Honey, you know I'm just fooling with the men. Mrs. has a right hand like King Velasquez. She's about his size, too. Hey, can we move on here and begin to wander into dangerous territory?
Okay, Santa. Should we leave milk and cookies, or is there something else you would rather see waiting for you?
Well, since I moved to Seattle, I've become fond of the non-fat soy half-calf vanilla latte with nutmeg. But I wouldn't turn my nose up to a shot of 12-year-old scotch either.
Wow. All right. Hey, tell us, Santa, do you ever plan on retiring?
Nah, I'll do this till the man upstairs tells me it's time to go.
By the man upstairs, you mean God?
Oh, no, my landlord. He lives upstairs from my condo. Yes, God! He gave me this gig, and I'll do it until there are no more boys and girls to deliver to. I love this stuff.
Yeah, okay. Well, speaking of boys and girls, how do you know if someone is naughty or nice?
I read their Facebook page. You see, with something as deep-seated as naughty or nice, people can't hide who they are online. You ever read the posts on Craigslist? On Craigslist, naughty comes with pictures.
You actually go to Craigslist?
Yeah, well, it's great research. You get to track what people like and don't like based upon how fast it shows up on Craigslist or YouPillar after Christmas. This is why I stopped delivering exercise equipment.
We're almost out of time, but before we go, we thought it would be fun to do a naughty or nice lightning round. How's that sound?
Okay, shoot.
Okay, ready? Here goes. Naughty or nice? Nookie.
Snooky? Naughty.
All right, how about Britney Spears?
Nice, but she's up from naughty a year ago.
How about Jay Leno?
Naughty. But not because of the Conan thing, but because of his monologue. When I heard they found a bomb-making factory in Los Angeles, I thought they found where Leno's writers worked.
Oh, ouch. All right, Santa. How about Charlie Sheen?
Beyond naughty, but he does have the best scotch.
Yes, perhaps too much of it.
How about Miley Cyrus?
So naughty, someone should slap her father.
Santa, what about Oprah?
Nice, but she really needs to stop trying to compete with me. Oprah, you got some skills, sweetheart, but leave it to the pros, okay?
Okay, and I'm afraid to ask this, but Tiger Woods.
He's pathetic. Talk about having too many irons in the fire.
Okay, we'll take that as naughty. And finally, Lady Gaga.
Who?
Oh, JW, we're going to get letters about that one.
We want to thank you, Santa Claus, and have a safe and wonderful Christmas this year.
Well, thank you, and remember, I'll be watching.
Oh, that's a little creepy, isn't it?
It's a living.
Thank you all for listening to our interview with Santa Claus. On behalf of everyone here at the Networking Fools and my co-host Bob Schechter, this is J.W. Nigerian wishing you all the very merriest holiday season and a prosperous and happy new year. And don't forget to stop by networkingfools.com to listen to all our interviews and visit the channels that are being set up as we speak. Goodbye for now.
Thank you for listening to the Networking Fools Show, featured on the Networking Fools website at www.networkingfools.com.